Well, the magic Merkin ride has come to an end, Jackie Cox. So close. How are you feeling about your ride, though, overall?
Hi, I'm feeling great. I am so proud of what I did on the show. I'm proud I lasted as long as I did. You know, I think Rue kept saving me because she saw something in me, and I'm so glad I was able to stay and stick around and, you know, keep doing drag, right? That's, I think, we go on this show because we love doing drag and we love doing it on this amazing platform on TV. And so I'm glad I got to do it for 12 weeks in everyone's living room, you know? So that was definitely something I'm so proud of. And yeah, you know, I guess it wasn't my time, but I'm still so happy with what I did.
I mean, you should be happy. You've been such a standout this season. It's been so fun to watch not only the journey of, you know, competing as a queen, but kind of like the journey of discovering Jackie and learning things about yourself.
I fought to stay in the game. Now I've let go of my shame with personality.
Did your family get a chance to watch? Have they been tuning in week to week?
Yeah, so both of my parents aren't like super like TV people. So my dad has cable, and so he's been kind of watching, but his main complaint is like, he's like, well, I don't like it when you're not on the screen. So he like just watches it and then like fast forward to the other parts, and he's like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm like, cause Dad, you're skipping everyone else's parts. It's like, it's a competition. It's not just me. So that's kind of been my dad's reaction. Of course, you know, my mom, as you guys saw in the reunion, you know, had a little bit more of a awakening to what it is I do, and it's actually opened up an amazing dialogue for us. But you know, she's still my mom, and she's still, you know, her thoughts are, okay, well, are you going to make money doing this? And do you need to share this much of your personal life on TV? But you know, I couldn't have asked for a more amazing opportunity for me to share this with her in a way, because I am so proud of what I did and proud of how I shared our cultural heritage. And that was something that kind of helped open the door for my mom kind of understanding why I do drag.
Did she have a reaction to your impression of her?
What is this? I do not approve of these Spice Girls. This is too sexy mexy. Go to your room and go study your book on male anatomy. Well, you don't have to tell me twice.
I think that's kind of where the like, did you have to do all of that kind of thought came in. But you know, I think it's still all very new to her. And I know she hasn't been like watching it every week, but luckily, you know, she gets little clips here and there that she kind of can digest. And you know, she's never liked my impression of her. I used to do it when I was a kid, and she'd be like, I don't talk like that. And I'm like, you definitely do, Mom, and I love you for it. And I think, you know, she's an incredible woman who learned, you know, 3 different languages and is able to speak in them really well. And it's amazing, right? So, you know, for me to kind of poke fun at that, it's also to say like, this is still an incredible woman, and I'm so proud of her and everything she's done being an immigrant to this country. So I think she knows it was said with love.
Well, and you kind of got to almost have like a love letter moment to her with wearing the hijab on the main stage, which was such an empowering moment, I think, for you and for people watching at home. What I found interesting is Jeff Goldblum got a little backlash.
Isn't this an interesting wrinkle, though? Is there something in that religion that is anti-homosexuality and anti-woman? Does that complicate the issue? I'm just raising it and thinking out loud and maybe being stupid.
What did you make of the backlash he got?
You know, what I've thought about that moment is that I'm so happy it happened, because I'm happy that I was able to go on national television, on American national television, and, you know, the world stage, and kind of make a visual statement of the visibility of not just Muslim people, but queer Muslim people, or queer people in the Middle Eastern diaspora, of which there is so much misinformation, so much kind of a real, you know, negative portrayal in Western media in general, right? The point that I wanted to bring up is that, you know, the oppressive regimes of Iran and other countries are something completely separate from people's personal relationships to their own faith, or their own way to express their cultural heritage. Art is something totally different, right, than a policy in Iran which could lead to the death penalty for gay people. So it is a complicated topic, and I'm glad I was able to use a platform like Drag Race to bring it to people's living rooms and homes where, you know, maybe they aren't really keyed into all of that intersectionality and how complicated it is and how it can all live inside one person at the same time.
Yeah. To take a turn from that, were you surprised that everybody was crushing on you out of drag this season?
I mean, yes.
Jackie, damn, Jackie is hot. I definitely need to see where all these humans go because come on, bubble butt.
I definitely did not anticipate that, but you know, whatever sells tickets, I guess. I mean, I'm honored that so many people find my mid-30s skinny dad bod to be something they're into. You know, I think it just goes to show that like not everyone has to be, you know, a physique god. You know, there's someone for everyone. So if I'm people's cup of tea, thank you. That's very flattering.
I have a feeling that All Stars is probably in your future at some point. What would you want to redeem yourself for? Some redemption on an All Star season?
I mean, I think there's a couple things. The easiest ones off the bat are, you know, I think I got to step it up in my runways. I don't know if any of my runways were a real slam dunk for the judges. I mean, I loved everything I put out there, and I loved my garments, and I loved the designers I work with, and I love the concepts. But I think just taking those little hints of fashion, I don't think of myself as the most fashionable person, but maybe bringing in a little bit more of that fashion and bringing some more kind of that feeling to some of my runways would definitely be a good redemption for me. And then in terms of the challenges, I noticed that part of the reason I think I won 3 improv-based mini challenges, which I had no time to prepare for, is that Ru really connected to that side of me, just the like say whatever's off the top of my head side, and she wanted me to break into that a little more. So that's always going to be something that I can think about honing into if I ever got the chance to do it all again. Because, you know, I love hearing those big belly laughs from Ru, and I heard a lot of them in the mini challenges. So if I just heard a couple more in the main challenges, I could have clinched to win.
Is there anything from this season that you feel you need to RuPaul-apologize for?
I think I need to RuPaul-apologize for choosing Jada last in the one-woman show challenge. It should not have been her.
To me, this was one of the most terrifying things that ever happened in my life, and sadly, I just played out in front of y'all, and y'all didn't even laugh at the but that's all right.
This season, a mini challenge that we didn't really get to see was the library challenge. I know you guys sometimes keep notebooks of like thoughts that pop up, reads you would like to share in the future. Do you have one that you didn't get to use that you would want to share now?
Oh, this is one I wrote, which is not great, but I'll tell you anyway. It's to my dear sis, Widow Von Du. And the way the read would go is, Widow, you are a fierce performer, and I can tell that after this, you're gonna have a huge solo career, which must be why your heels are so low. Not comedy gold. I said, maybe it's a good thing that challenge didn't make it to our TV screens.
I don't know. I would have liked to have seen that play out in the room. Before I let you go, is there any quote from this season that sticks out to you? Any moment that you'll be quoting forever from this season?
You hear me quoting it a lot during the season, which is from our dearly departed Aiden Zane. Boo!
Boo!
I think boo is incredible. I think actually it's because of us that the producers even realized it was a thing, because we all just started saying it, and then at one point one of them asked us, they said, why do you keep saying boo? And I'm like, because Aiden said it, it was so funny. At least it was to me, so I'll just keep saying boo.
Boo!
Well, I'm excited for everyone to see the finale, and hopefully we get more of Jackie Cox on our TVs in the future.
Hey, I'm very available, and I have a ring light, so...
Call me.
Ryan Murphy, call me.